Hello everyone. My name is Kanenhariyo, and some of you might have met me or got to know me during the tracks shut down Canada in 2020 after the RCMP raided Wet'suwet'en territory in British Columbia, or so-called British Columbia. Anyways, many of you have known me my whole life, growing up in the Longhouse and so on, traveling in different Mohawk communities. I wanted to give an update as to what's been transpiring over the last few months. And the first update that I wanted to give was that what had transpired for me. Shortly after the February 24th, 2020, the police came and they made arrests on the tracks, and I was there that day, and it wasn't a very nice day. Anyways, shortly after that, we had a meeting. Roskenrakehte had a meeting. We gathered ourselves together in a undisclosed location so that we could meet with privacy without being infiltrated or without being under the scrutiny of prying eyes. And we met in a proper manner and followed our protocols. And what happened at that meeting was that it came to discussion about the leadership and about the appropriate jobs and responsibilities within War Society that need to be filled, and that it came as a discussion that we needed to choose a new Warchief, that we didn't have one, and there was a great deal of desire to get that situation resolved, and so the meeting carried on, and the people talked about it, men talked about it, and they approached me, and after they had talked about it a while, and they approached me and they asked me if I'd be willing to take on that responsibility for a time. And I was hesitant at first. However, I recognized what a great honor it was that these Roskenrakehte were asking of me to help, and so I accepted the responsibility. There were some conditions that I accepted that, and I'll leave those for our private knowledge. And so then runners were sent out in accordance to our proper protocols, and announcements were made to the other clans, to an invitation to a meeting, and we were under a bit of emergency because of being under siege with the OPP pressure and having the road closed and multiple tracks closed, and the epicenter of shutdown Canada was something like 30 rail blockades and road blockades and bridge blockades across the country occurring at that time, and so there was a lot happening. And so we met at the Longhouse, and people gathered there, and they spoke on the issue, and they went through the proper procedures that occur at the Longhouse, and was accepted. My appointment to the responsibility, they say Roskenrakehte kowa, or sometimes they use the word Roskenrakehte. Anyways, I was taken in front of all the people, sat on a bench in a Longhouse, and they put through the words, and I accepted the responsibility of those words to do that work, to help with the people, and so that's what happened. And we never had the opportunity to make it really public beyond that, although it wasn't very necessary, because that's a business within Kanusesne and within our traditional hereditary governance structure. So that's what we did. And recently, as there's been a few occurrences where I've had to fulfill my responsibilities, and I've had to be on film, or it happened. People have asked the question, how did that happen, or how did that come about? So now you know, that's what happened. And, so I'm doing the job best I can, and I'm a human being, and just like any other human being, and I make good choices, and maybe I make poor choices. But the thing is we're always able to fix things, and we work together, and we help each other. And one of the conditions that I asked, if I was to take on the responsibility of Roskenrakehte kowa, was that all the Roskenrakehte, they'd help me. They'd help support, and helped prop me up, and give me guidance, and give me the things, the confidence to help them, and vice versa. And I would do the same for them. So that's what happened. And, there's been lots of question about it, and instead of it being a real issue, I think it was best to just give an update. That's what happened. Shortly after that, of course, we were all busy with all the things that were happening with the tracks and all that, and then COVID hit, and then people were a bit scared, and there's been a bit of hysteria, and I think people have calmed down a bit now, and they're recognizing that this is we're in the middle of a pandemic, but the real important thing is that we take care of each other. And so I think that's a message I'd like to share. Is I encourage everyone to take care of your old people and make sure that they have the things that they need. Don't cause them to have to put themselves in compromising places. And make sure your people are you're checking in with each other, making sure your brothers and sisters and your mothers and your aunties and everybody, they're mentally, emotionally okay, because it's a hard time for people, especially if they feel isolated. And no one should feel like that, or be made to feel that way. So I wanted to give that little update, and I encourage you to take care of one another, and carry that Kanenhariyo Quatra, loving feelness inside you. That was one of our teachings in the Longhouse, that we're supposed to have that for one another. So I think that's all for now.